can be kind of a manipulation. Because the AI, like, what AI you going to go to? Is it going to be a particular one that they're going to say trust over the other ones, and that's made by the university? But you know how universities be a lot of time. They'll schedule things to like, or books in general. It'll be something just how that group of people were thinking. But hey, let's see. It say California accredited schools law schools could soon be required to train students on artificial intelligence technology and how to use AI tools responsibly. The State Bar of California's Committee of Bar Examiners on Friday discussed and adding the competent use capabilities and limitations of technology artificial intelligence to the 6 credits of practice-based competency training Juris Doctor state students as state accredited and unaccredited law schools must complete. So they started it off in California. I'm trying to see if they say any more about why they particularly want to do it. AI's ability to speed up some legal work is leading attorneys to adopt the technology and has spawned an explosion of legal AI startups. At the same time, a growing number of attorneys have been sanctioned by judges for error in court documents resulting from AI's penchant to hallucinate or make up material. And then because it would say it so confidently too. And then people will run with it and try to use that in court. I could see that being like a cause for like, hey man, lawyer, you need to have a little more critical thinking. Not be using this as like a text to image prompt and trying to pass your final real fast. A vast majority, 89 of deans from California accredited and unaccredited law schools agreed or strongly agreed that law students should be trained on AI, according to a state bar poll conducted in late February and early March. But only 45% said the state bar should require courses on the competent use of AI, and 56% said their school current curriculum sufficiently prepared students to use AI. I think they should be tested. I think it should be tested, especially because lawyers can be like some of the biggest manipulators. So if they already being manipulated by something already, then we'll be in danger. Because these are the people that represent us when some people get into things that they probably shouldn't get into. Or in Afroman's case, the shouts to Afroman. He was in court because the cops broke into his house. Well, I just typed in Afro. The cops broke into his house and thinking that he had weed and he was this big drug dealer man, but he actually wasn't. But they was like playing with his instruments and doing some weird stuff while they was in his house. So he used that in the song and he used the video. So they sued him, but he won. He won. I was cracking up. I can't play the song for copyright. But where's like a news article?
Afroman completely won, even with deputies demanding $3 million in damages.
$3 million.
For those who don't know, Afroman's house was raided a few years ago over serious allegations. Nothing was ever found.
They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake.
I can't get copyrighted.
By Mr. Foreman.
You received hundreds of pound cakes that work from different people.
And the officers that he has made songs about and made fun of got really upset. So they filed a defamation lawsuit against him. The music video making fun of her depicts her eating a part of it.
That's why I fucked his wife and got filthy.
Statement is that he said he had sex with your wife.
That deputy, called Randy Walters, even ended up getting divorced because of this song.
Oh, because he thought it was real.
So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts.
But do you think the jury got it right with this verdict? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, of course. They broke into his house. He used their footage and made a song. And I remember them saying that, like, He's a cop. He's been a cop for a lot of years. He's been called many a things. Him and his family. He admitted it, but he never sued them. This is trying to take down the black man. Can't take us down that easily. That easily. So what if they was like using So like what if they was using AI in this case? Do you think that it would have went the same way if the lawyers wasn't responsibly trained in AI and then they asked the AI certain questions, like even the people in the jewelry or the lawyers, and they really sticking to that point in the jewelry. Like even the jewelry using AI, even though jewelry just normal people, so let's not go there. That's just people that come off the streets and stuff like that, that got the mail and actually went for it. But the lawyers, with it was like telling them something wrong about weed and saying all this like the stigmatism around it and promoted that more. And the judge was going off of that premise instead of their own convictions of their personal experiences of knowing people that smoke marijuana are not the worst people on earth, or knowing that Afroman is really like a good guy. So like the AI being introduced has to be very responsible when it comes to these lawyers and now being using it, because they're already using it. You seen all these startups coming up already. So yeah, I'm way for the responsible use. Hey, Rabbit Wolf. No, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? I'm just going down to things with AI. Like, you got any thoughts on AI? Like, if it scares you, empowers you, you think other people gonna use it irresponsibly? How do you see people using it responsibly? That's what this podcast is on right now. Here goes something else. Because, Grok, this son I came across, Elon Musk, AI is facing a growing number of lawsuits over AI-generated deepfakes. A class auction lawsuit filed on Monday by 3 plaintiffs based in Tennessee claims AI facilitated creation of child P and distributed it. I thought you couldn't do none of that stuff on there. But where there's a will, there's a way. Everybody always coming up with some kind of jailbreak to get the AI to do something that it wasn't meant to do. But what is this? A class action lawsuit. Whenever you hear that class action, you know it's big. The allegation centered around Grok's chatbot and Grok's Imagine, an image and video generation tool for those who don't know. Each of plaintiffs says AI was used to edit or create actually explicit images of them, which caused them severe emotional distress, according to the complainant. Yeah, that's going to be a lot. You got to be careful about what you're posting online, because it's going to be a lot of image regeneration going on very easily. I'm even imagining in the future people jailbreaking their glasses to be X-ray glasses, but it's really like an AI fake overlay, deep fake type shit. Then you're just seeing naked people walking around. It's going to be a wild future, bro. That's why I'm into these jammers and shouts to Flipper Zero and getting into coding that can like disrupt signals that's going to be in your immediate fields, like some real spy, Mission Impossible type stuff. Hey, Rebel, you said I call AI artificial intelligence for people who lack authentic intellect. It's like false teeth when you don't have real ones. It's really scary. Now, bro, imagine somebody take a picture of you and your family. Now you can artificially create horrible images without your permission, no regulation or whatever. And that's already happening. Bro, that's already that's why this lawsuit is coming up. And it was people that was making a lot of money and getting shut down, like trading child P on the internet and like put deep faking images. Like they ain't even care that it was fake. So just the idea of things is going to have to be protected. Like now we moving into the world of ideas. We was in the world of catchphrases for a long time. People's getting by with catchphrases. Just like the sublime of thing. Not even the sublime, just like the reflection of the idea. And then people that get into ideas calling it magic, trying to call it scary and all this stuff, figuring out how the mind works and using it in entertainment business and in certain religions and stuff like that, taking advantage of people. But now it's going to be even more turned up with AI and knowing how your idea of the world is, so then you know how you want to present yourself and what ideas are even going on in the world, so you know how to play the game. The put her in a bikini trend where users ask to generate Grok to generate an image featuring someone or somewhere in a bikini begin or, but it doesn't work. That's what they leaving out. It doesn't work. I think I never seen it. I always see it say fail and then just a bunch of spam and stuff like that. Trying to get you to get viruses on your computer from clicking the link. Once you've been around since the 90s, you'll be able to recognize links. Some suspicious links when you see them. That's why this AI with its suspicious stuff, my eye is trained and ready. Owned by XAI, said January 3rd that it will take action against any illegal content on the platform and permanently suspend any accounts associated with it. And they also limited image generation to paid accounts. This is so that they can track who is actually making the images instead of some random spam account. Now it's like attached to a credit card. I think that's what they're going for. Now, people have ways. It says discover 3,440 AI videos of child abuse on 2005, up from just 13 in 2024. Damn. Yeah, protect your kids. Yeah, it's nothing to steal a credit card these days and a VPN. It's too easy. If teenagers are hacking whole companies and stuff, you gotta know that people are always gonna put up a front for things to keep going. But just like when you go to the projects and to the streets and stuff and you see, hey, I didn't know life was still like this. Like, it still is like that. It still is like that. So protect your kids out here. And that's why I got this podcast up right now, just to see what's out there, so we stay updated on what's going on and what we can actually do. Because social media was made in the first place to socialize and get in and see what's going on. And it was made to get into each other's heads. But now that's taking a whole new turn. Because I was even seeing with we was going over on the last podcast, they're going to start adding ads to old movies. So if you was loving a movie and stuff like that, was loving a movie and everything, and then you wanted to watch it again, and now instead of a Coca-Cola ad, they got like their latest version of their Coca-Cola. So you go to the store and actually recognize that shit. Or it's a Fanta or something, and you're like, Fanta didn't exist back then. Look, hear this guy talking about it real quick.
People haven't even noticed. Tencent, one of China's biggest tech
they're
giants,
already
is
doing it
quietly
in China.
something right.
Already.
Instead of interrupting movies with ads, they're embedding the ads inside of the movie using AI. Let's say a character picks up a coffee.
But I can see that's the trade-off they was doing in that meeting. Now, people hate when they show is interrupted and they gotta see an ad. So what if we just put the ad right into the movie? Like, we already doing it, now we got the tech to do it on the spot. Like, even with old shit.
Tencent's AI scans the scene and digitally slaps on a logo, like Starbucks or even a local brand in your area. It's based on who you are, your location, your habits, your vibe. The advertising is personalized to you. It builds a profile on who you are and what you like, then sends in subtle adverts. You don't even realize they're there. It's the same movie, it's the same scene, it's just different ads for every viewer. And it doesn't even stop at coffee cups, billboards in the background, changed. Posters on the wall, swapped. Even beer bottles and bus stops are fair game. Tencent has already rolled this out to millions of users on its streaming platform, teaming up with a UK company called Myriad. They're inserting these virtual ads into classic films and brand new drama series. And advertisers are loving it because it works. So it's spreading fast. Amazon, NBC and others are testing the same thing right now. No more disruptive ads, no skipping, just seamless invisible product placement made just for you. It's happening.
That music though. Alright, so oh yeah, bro, I grew up when it was Bloods and Crips. The fake gang was that the music industry generate. I got sucked into the life. Yep, it was, they make it too easy. When they take away other opportunities and say, here you go. So it's scary to think that your Wi-Fi router can scan a 3D image of everybody in your house without a camera and without any other equipment. What's really funny is they used to do a subliminal messaging and then they started doing product placement. And that's all AI's doing, product placement digitally. Yeah, the Wi-Fi scan, they definitely can scan your house with Wi-Fi. And that's been a conspiracy for a long time, saying that they was able to see what was going on in your house by tracking the Wi-Fi rays. And people was like, man, you tripping. Like, stop, like, you taking things too far. Like, why would they even want to watch you in the first place? And now it's actually coming out with open source software that the everyday person can do. I mean, can download, and then they can now do this. Look, here go an example right here. I found one.
Here's a scary science story to round out the day. Wi-Fi routers can be used to produce 3D images.
That was 2013. Here go a new one. Oh, wait, let me turn this off. Like, if they could literally see through the wall. I'm going to go back to the other one, too, but why wouldn't it? The wall is nothing. Like, rays travel through this galaxy, like, through the whole galaxy to get to us, and we can still detect them. They can go through a wall. Like, we can, as humans, can invent something that can go through a wall. There got to be one, because I thought it was like a new article, but I think it was just that first one.
Wi-Fi routers can be used to produce 3D images of humans through walls. And by Wi-Fi routers, I mean cheap, basic, simple ones they talked about here. It was like a $50 TP-Link router, and position it in a room with several people, and it could very accurately map bodies and positions of humans and them moving around inside the room. And I've seen other articles where scientists have been able to do this through walls as well, because if you think about it, a Wi-Fi router is just like a little radio signal or a wireless signal that obviously penetrates through solid objects. Otherwise,
yeah, it's just obvious.
Work.
It's just
but
obvious.
That also means that with the help of AI neural networks, some good math, and a little trial and error, what it can do is measure the, we'll say, I'm not sure if this is the correct scientific word, resistance of the signal or dampening of the signal in certain areas. And that difference between going through air and going through a human body can be mapped, and they can see your human body, which means that anybody's router could be hacked and turned into a piece of human tracking spyware. Or if people wanted to check if somebody was in a house or a building at some point in the future, they might just be able to use a $50 TP-Link Archer router and a little bit of software they got from the dark web, and it's good to go.
Dang, so that means we're going to have to Ethernet it up. Eth it up. He says the reason lead paint was taken out of house is not because it was toxic. Yeah, that's what this comment is saying right here, too. I never put that together. But yeah, lead paint does stop Wi-Fi signals. But now there's other things that can stop Wi-Fi. It's other kind of material that can dampen the signal between walls. And I even seen people trying to put it on clothing material. Let's see if they got it. Close, stop Never searched it before. I just want to see what it comes up. Nah, it's not gonna come up. There was somebody that came up with some clothes that like block signals as you walking around, and it didn't just look like tinfoil. Like they was walking around like the Tent Man, like some big conspiracy nuthead. Like, oh, I need all the foil I can get. It actually looked pretty cool. It actually looked pretty cool. Alright, another article I had pulled up. What's this right here? It says, AI images scandalized a California elementary school. Now the state is pushing new safeguards. What do these kids do? Fourth graders. Oh, fourth graders. You can plug it in your... You said... There are personal devices you can buy online, but have the effect of eliminating electromagnetic frequency in a 30-foot radius of wherever the unit is placed. You can plug it into your room and nothing that puts off. You can plug it into your room and nothing that puts off a frequency will work. Not even spirits that visit you at night. You know the deal. Parents don't watch their kids' internet raises them. Their friends raise them. Parents have become hands-off hobby. Yeah. Because they already didn't know what to do too much with themselves when they was a kid. And like how other adults was treating them. A lot of things wasn't passed down inherently. So you really people gotta like find that stuff. I know I have a daughter myself, and I grew up with the internet and games. So I knew the power of it. The power of like Spider-Man, the great responsibility. Like it's not that you don't want it. It's that it really has to be put to good use. Put to the best use. Because when you don't have it, you really do miss out on certain ways of thought and pattern as we evolve as humans. And certain skills. Like I played a lot of cool video games growing up and stuff. Like Metal Gear Solid. Like games that made you think. Zelda and adventure and think about adventure. So when I was out in the world, that's what I wanted to do. So now that's what I have her thinking about. So she don't get suckered into just a app game that wants you to get in-app purchases. I taught her what ads was. She was like 4 or 5 years old. Like, hey, this is an ad that's trying to talk to you. And that's why you're going to want this and talk to me in a month about why you want this so badly. And it's okay. It's all right at times. Just know what's going on. Because it takes a skill set on knowing how your mind is working, how you interacting. So as human beings overall, the world go around, I don't blame anybody. Like you pass down your traits, you work with what you got. But for me and what I'm working with what I have, I see how I just put that extra inkling of ideas into the pot. Instead of just letting them run with the one idea, like I was saying earlier, this is like the age of ideas. A lot of people are going to be presenting more ideas than ever. It used to be just a couple grand ideas. You had the religions and stuff like that. And you didn't even know about everybody else's spirituality going around from their individual cultures. Because we didn't have TV and technology and internet and stuff. So people kept it to themselves. Or if they learned from somebody, they would turn it around and make it their own. Not tell you where they got it from. Use it against you. But now we in the age of ideas. That's all I'm saying. Like, what do these fourth graders do? What do these fourth graders do? Let's see what's up. They say when Johnny Hodge's daughter asked Adobe Express for education graphics software provided by her teacher to generate an image of long stockings of a red-headed girl with braids sticking straight out, it produced nothing resembling the Swedish book character she accurately described. That is not an accurate description. You need to say, like, what time period? This is like why they training those lawyers on the AI. They need to train the kids, too. I have this thing called coming out called Kids Who Tie. It's a website that's going to be helping kids at a low age learn AI and just learn math and reading and stuff, period. It's like cool math back in the day, but it's going to be even cooler, even chillier. So I'm on top of this idea that people can think that they have a good idea with knowing how to work this stuff, but they don't. Instead, using recently added artificial intelligence, it generated sexually imagery of women in lingerie and bikinis. Hughes quickly contacted other parents who said they were able to reproduce similar results on their school-issued Chromebook computers. Like, no, not on the school-based Chromebook. Okay, Chromebooks are popular. They started blowing up because it's all cloud-based. So it gives you can't save anything on there. So it's supposed to give the parent the idea of protection of the school. That they can't visit certain websites on there. You can't download any app that you want on there. So it's supposed to give this idea of, hey, we're giving this to your kids, and it's for your kids. It's for your kids. But with AI going on, there's so many loopholes and ways that it's not trained to know that this is given out to a school student. It's just, this is an Adobe product. It's not Adobe for kids. So it's going to be a lot of more guidelines going on. Just like how it is with trans and everything joining sports. It's not that they can't be who they want to be and be in sports, but what if you just had your own league? Like how they got the heavyweight, featherweight, and all of that stuff? Or just different classes. Like, because everybody's built different, made differently. And got different mind states going on. So we gotta, in this world of ideas, really make things work. This time. He said we need to go outside and play ball, that's all. Yeah. That's part of the picture. Because then it will have you think about, like in my idea, going out to play ball, and have you think about things more earnestly. So then when you go in for the technology, you're not just numbering with it. You're not just, this is what I do. Like you learn, like when you play soccer for a while, you eventually learn how to dribble the ball on your hand, train